Now the one thing I want to show you about this new sponsor, they got a really cool bucket. I know that sounds kind of funny, but it ain't the bucket that I'm really amazed with. It's what's inside this bucket. First off, it's got a cool swivel seat on top of it. Pretty cool little lid on that bucket. And the cast net that's inside, it's called a Barracuda cast net. It's also a famous fish getter. Now let me show you how this thing casts. I'm going to show you how to basically gather it up, hold it, and get a good cast. This part of the net, which is the very top of the net where the lead lines go through down to the lead line, this is called the horn. And it's oversized, so it makes the lead lines go right through the horn really quick, nice and smooth. So it gives it a nice quick spread. And when you pull it back, it gathers it up quick because it moves through there nice and smooth. Now, when you start gathering up your line here, what you want to do is make sure when you're doing your loops that the line goes away from you. You're rolling it away from you, because when you cast the net, everything's going to go away from you. So loading up the net is the most important thing about casting a net. Just like loading up a fishing rod or a fly rod to cast. And even with the horn here, you lay the horn away from you, point it away from you. If it's pointed this way, it's not going to open right, guaranteed. So have it pointed away from you, gather your mesh up one time, two times, and just like your loops, it is in the same direction going away from you. Okay, so when you get your net all loaded up like this in your left hand, you want to start with your right hand. And when I throw the net, I make sure I come straight down from my thumb right here, not over here to this side here, because if you look, when I do that, it closes up all the net. Remember what I said, you want it open, everything to go out away from you. So I'm going to come straight down from my thumb here. And this is the end that goes in my mouth. And when I put it in my mouth, remember, I turn it where it's open. I don't want to put it in this way. I want to make sure the open part of the net is pointed away from me. So that goes in my mouth right there. I'm only barely holding it on with my front tooth right there. And then I take a third of the net and throw it over my shoulder. Now on the last throw that goes over my shoulder, I bring my right hand up into my left hand right here. That way I can catch all this stuff off my shoulder. And I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Up in the air, and then I bring my hand up underneath the net. So I let all that bulk net come off my shoulder, and basically that's how I load my net right there. Now, and that is the most important thing you can do is load the net right, because if you don't have it loaded right, it's not going to throw right. Guaranteed that. But wherever you want to throw your net as well, make sure you point your left shoulder wherever you're going to throw. And you can, kind of get a judgment of where your net's going to go by pointing out your elbow like that. But just like I said, loading up a fly rod, loading up a fishing rod, use the net to load your body up so you can have the weights do all the work for you. People ask me all the time, how do you throw a cast net all day long? It's so tough. I use the weight of the net to throw itself. And here's what I mean right here. And that, my friends, is how you throw a Barracuda cast net. Now, if you notice my technique a little bit, the way I throw a net is I get it away from the boat. Growing up over there in Cocoa Beach, cast net and mullet, we had to throw distance instead of casting right next to the boat. So the way I throw it, I can get, 20, 30 feet distance out of my cast. And shoot, it makes all the difference in the world. So make sure you tune into the 2018 season. You're going to be able to see a lot of new sponsors. Like I said on the close of the show in 2017, I think we have the best sponsors in the saltwater market, so that's why I use them. Hopefully you can tune into the 2018 season. Catch us on YouTube a lot more this year. We'll see you on the water.